Hey, Shad here with Speed Addicts, the fastest growing gear site on the web, and today we're going to uncrate the Z1R range. Before we jump in and uncrate the Z1R range helmet for you, go ahead and subscribe. That helps us keep bringing you the best gear content on the web. We do appreciate that. Okay, dual sport helmet. You're looking for a dual sport helmet. Who's this for? Well, it's for someone that might be riding on or off-road. It also might be for someone that wants to ride on-road but wants that extra sun protection. What you can do is remove this face shield, run it with goggles, run it with sunglasses. We're going to go all into that in more detail, but the key to the picture here is Z1R is backed by one of the biggest companies in the industry. It's owned by a distribution company that's been around for decades. Z1R has been around since the 90s. So my point being, this is not a fly-by-night company. Sure, you can go buy a dual sport helmet for $80 on Amazon, but get ready to buy another one next season because they're just not going to hold up like this Z1R. This range helmet is one of our top sellers for a reason. They're going to give you everything you need in a dual sport helmet, and it's going to last you. So this helmet starts at $149. This is a polycarbonate shell. They have colorways that are a little bit more money, $169. And then now they have a MIPS model, and MIPS is that third-party safety technology that manages rotational energy. So if you want the MIPS, extra $30. Disclaimer, this is summer of 2022. If prices change, don't hold me accountable if you're watching this helmet or this video at a later date. Okay, so polycarbonate, like I said, polycarbonate shell, relatively lightweight, 3.7 on our scales. So, you know, when you get into dual sport helmets, you got the sun visor and the face shield, makes them a little bit heavier sometimes. It is both DOT and ECE rated. DOT, of course, is that U.S. safety rating. It means it's street legal here in the U.S. And then the ECE 2205 is that European standard, which the ECE and DOT tests are a little bit different. So when you see a dual labeled helmet, you're getting the best of both worlds because those tests emphasizes different parts without digging in too deeply here for you. They do emphasize kind of different strengths when it comes to safety. So this thing is dual labeled. Size range, extra small through to extra large. So if you got a bigger head, you're gonna have to look elsewhere, but it does fit true size intermediate oval, which fits most head shapes here in the USA. Go buy that Z1R sizing chart at speedaddicts.com. And remember, we wanna make shopping for gear totally painless. So not only will we pay to ship this to you for free, but if it doesn't fit, you need to exchange it, just decide you don't like it. As long as it's new in the original packaging, we will pay to get the helmet back from you and get your money back or a different size. Okay, let's jump in and break this guy down. First up, that sun visor, aka peak as we call it in the business. You notice that they've paid special attention to the way they've chiseled out chunks of that to make it more aerodynamic. And the drawback with dual sport helmets is at a certain amount of speed, this is just going to pull on your head, right? So they do everything they can to keep this stable at speed. You know, if you're regularly doing highway speeds, you might want to remove this. They actually they include a little device in the package to seal off this top hole and make it more of a traditional full face helmet. Lots of ventilation on this guy. So we've got 4 head vents up here. Hard to get to, I will say, with your gloves on. So you're going to want to work that before the ride, I think. On the bike, that's going to be a little bit tricky. And then down here, always open ventilation. So that is not switchable on the inside. So if you're in cold weather, you're probably going to want to tape those guys off because you cannot switch them off. On the back, you have multiple exhaust ports. So 4 exhaust ports, 2 here, 2 here. Those are always on. And with exhaust and intake, you're going to get that great vacuum ventilation system that's going to pull the hot air out, cool air in, keep you cool, calm, and collected while you're rocking down the road. Retractable sun visor also included, all for $149, right? So you're going to get that sun visor, you're getting your face shield, and you are getting a retractable sun visor. If you don't want to run this, you can buy smoked visors or different sort of face shields. So you don't necessarily have to use that sun visor. If that's not something you like, you can remove it. You save a little bit of weight there. The face shield, it does have detents. I like that. So the ratcheting face shield mechanism is really stout on this helmet, I've noticed. So you do have some different riding positions. You can go all the way up and sneak some goggles around here. So if you're going from pavement into more single track technical riding, you don't have to necessarily pull the face shield all the way off the helmet. You can just strap goggles on right here. Now you can totally remove the face shield if you're just going to be riding the dirt all day, and they include some side covers for you to cover your pivot kit, and you just run goggles full time. So you do have all sorts of good options there. This face shield is nice and stout, injection molded, pretty sturdy there. Okay, let's flip this guy around. The other thing you're going to notice, just a modern design. So it's not like your grandpa's helmet that's all boring and spherical. It is a nice modern design. In the graphics package, this is a matte finish camo. Pretty sweet. One last note on the face shield. On the camo graphics only, they are including that smoke shield in the box free of charge. So you're paying an extra 20 bucks for the graphics, but you're getting a face shield that's worth more than that. So kind of a sweet deal. The other colorways do not include the smoke. You can purchase that separately. Let's flip this over and show you what we're working with inside. The first thing you're going to notice when I turn this over, looks like a premium helmet interior, right? The number of panels that they put on the comfort liner, neck roll, all that costs money. They're stitching and cutting and making different patterns. This is something you see on helmets that are, more in the $400 plus price range. So just really nicely finished, nice place to be. The other premium feature you're going to get with the Z1R range, quick release. If you haven't had a helmet with quick release, once you have it, it's hard to go back. It's just so easy to get in and out of this guy. So if you're running around town, or you're just getting on and off the bike, you're not riding for long stretches, you're in and out of the helmet a lot, it's just really nice to have. One thing it does not have, I will say, that I'd like to see are some speaker pockets. When I get these cheek pads out of the way, you'll get to see inside of this helmet. No speaker pockets. There's enough room, you can make it work if you are going to run a comm system. There are lots of angles on the side of this helmet, but there's enough smooth space to adhesive mount a comm system on here and sneak some speakers into the helmet. Okay, I'm going to remove this headliner too. We'll retract the sun visor. Z1R is giving you a 1-year warranty. I'd also like to see them bump that up, but to be honest, we sell tons and tons of Z1R helmets. Very few warranty issues arise, but they are giving you that 1 year from the purchase date. There's your headliner. This is all removable, washable, moisture wicking. So once you get it funky, especially if you're riding in the dirt frequently, go ahead and wash that in the sink and air dry this guy. All right, there's your EPS. And that is ported and channeled so that the air going through the shell will actually make it onto your head. All in, this is a package that's hard to beat. You can find dual sport helmets for less money. Would you want to own them? I wouldn't. I would, especially if you're new to the sport and you're on a budget, you think maybe buying that $90 helmet is a good move. But when it doesn't hold up, you're just going to have to buy it twice. Find the budget. Go with a quality offering like the Z1R range. Head over to speedx.com to shop for this and hundreds of other helmets. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you next time to find out what's in the crate.